All right, friends. Well, let's review those words that I alluded to in our communion just a few minutes ago. It's this verse that we are learning this month. It's Isaiah 9:6. And if you've been tracking along with us, this is about Jesus and about God and some of the characteristics about Jesus that refer to him not just as a father, he's mentioned that way, but as a king. And we've been talking about that this Sunday, and as we've been tracking along these verses as well in our parallel verse discipleship program we're calling Mindspace. So Isaiah 9:6. I'm hoping that these words are starting to trip off your tongue by now. So let's say it all together. Isaiah 9:6. For to us a child is born. To us a son is given. And the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Now, as I was learning these words, I kind of get that sequence that in that second half of the verse scrambled up oftentimes. So you may have to write that down on a piece of paper, maybe make an acrostic to kind of remember that sequence. I always get the first two flipped. So getting that Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace bit was the challenging bit for me when I learned this passage these last few weeks. So let's just do this all together one more time. And then next week, we're going to review all the verses we've learned so far and see how we're doing. So here we go again. Ready? Let's say it together. Isaiah 9:6. For to us a child is born. To us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Okay, well, I have a little bit of homework for you because next week is our review week. So just a reminder of the list of verses that we have learned together so far for you to review when we say them all together next week. They were Philippians 4, verse 6 and 7. And then we did Romans 12, verses 12 and 13. Then we backed up a little bit. We did Romans 12, verse 1. And then we did a verse from Psalms. It was Psalm 103, verses 13 and 14. And then the verse we worked on today, which is Isaiah 9:6. So you've got your work cut out for you. We'll gather around together next week to review all of them together.